Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the heart-pounding world of cross-country racing. Today, we dive into the second episode of KTM South Africa's Beyond the Red Plate, shining a spotlight on the daring individuals that make up the Brother Leader Tread KTM cross-country team. It's a journey through the beating heart of South Africa's diverse landscapes, a land where every kilometer paints a new story, and every turn reveals a breathtaking panorama. And here they come, the warriors of the dirt, the disciples of speed. Two machines that are not just bikes, but extensions of the riders' souls. Picture this. A vast, untamed course unfolds across closed farmlands where agricultural fields meet the rugged embrace of bush and veldt. These riders navigate through cane breaks, along little-used farm roads, and carved paths through timber plantations. It's a dance with nature, a symphony of adrenaline and grit. The challenge lies not in a smooth, predictable circuit, but in the unpredictable terrain. River crossings that test your mettle, paths through timber plantations that demand precision, and rough stretches that push the limits of man and machine. The course is a canvas of adventure, painted with the strokes of nature's challenges. Divided into two racing sections, each with its own flavor of intensity. First, the time trial, a sprint across 40 to 50 kilometers of diverse landscapes, subject to the unpredictable twists of the terrain. Then comes the main act, an epic journey spanning 300 to 400 kilometers, a true test of endurance that separates the contenders from the challengers. Why do these riders willingly plunge into the heart of this off-road battleground? The answer is as clear as the mud-splattered visors. They seek the rugged, the adventurous, and the untamed. It's not just a race, it's an immersion into the wild, a chance to be one with the elements, covered in dirt and conquering challenging terrains. So fasten your seatbelts, or rather tighten those helmet straps, as we delve beyond the red plate into the exhilarating world of cross-country racing with the Brother Leader Tread KTM cross-country team.
So it was round 2 of the cross-country series. We were at Jolly Vette. Bradley Cox was out front, laying down some really good laps. We were about a third of the way into the race and then disaster struck. A wildfire came blazing through. We could see it from the pits. At first we thought it was a bike that had caught alight and caused the damage. It turned out to be something non-related to the event. And then they came running through the pits telling us, no, they're going to stop the riders. And safety is obviously paramount to us, so we all accepted that. But now we had Brad out front. How were they going to do the restart? It was an unprecedented sort of situation we were in. There was no black and white rule as to how we were going to move forward from that. So, yeah, they threw the flag early. They paused the race, and then they explained to us what was happening. We had probably a 45-minute delay, and then a restart. And loss can happen in that 45 minutes. You don't know if you're going to pick up where you left off, and how everyone else is going to react to this sort of this change in the event. Luckily, Brad was able to reset nicely and get out front again and do his thing.
This was actually my first ever cross country 2 years ago. But then we had a little bit of rain, so it made it quite nice. Today was really dusty. I didn't have the greatest time trial, I struggled. But Will Slater was behind me the whole race, and he was giving me pressure the whole race. I wish it wasn't dusty enough, because he was still close enough.
The team worked absolutely astonishing. It's It's brilliant. Everyone helps out where they can. I mean, Brad's dad, Alfie, he's always there to lend a helping hand. My girlfriend, she's always there to help myself, Scotty, Brad, Kevin, wherever. And yeah, I know everyone else, there's always motivation being passed around, insights and experience, especially from Kevin and Brad. They've been here for a while, and it's good knowledge to have.
My name's Bradley Cox, I'm 25 years old and I'm a professional off-road rider for KTM South Africa. I guess my story is a bit different to maybe normal people in that my dad raced and obviously he was, you know, one of the best in South Africa. So I kind of guess when I came out the womb, it was like, you know, everyone thought I would just race, but yeah, actually, at the beginning, I didn't like it that much. And then, yeah, when I was 5, the bug bit. The coolest thing about KTM South Africa is one big family. You know, we race weekends. It's like your racing family. And definitely, when I came in, I was the youngster. I mean, I think I was 19 years old when I started with the team. And there was Ross Branch, Lawrence Mahoney, and I mean, those guys I'd looked up to. You know, Ross was in motocross with me, Lawrence was the young kid when my dad was old, so it was like roles were reversed, and now they really did look after me, you know. Whenever I was struggling at a race or something, it's, yeah, do this, do that, and it's a big family, and yeah, it's cool. It's like you have your own family and then you have your racing family, and it's special to be part of the KTM family. I think a lot of people, you know, they definitely dream of being in a factory team, and especially like we have is really professional. So yeah, you just got to remind yourself that keep up the good results, because you can be replaced. So if you want that family lifestyle for a while, you need to go fast. I actually work in the dealership from my parents. I suppose what I need to learn in business and all of that, I have to learn here. And yeah, I've been working here since 2018. And yeah, the biggest rule is be at work at 8, and I can go train in the afternoon riding and all of that. So my bosses are pretty cool, I understand. It's pretty much every day come into here and see what's new and how we can get people on the brand KTM. So yeah, that's obviously my dad's at this dealership since 1998, just after I was born they started it, and yeah, he's one of the biggest dealers in South Africa, and I suppose I need to carry on the legacy of the shop, and I enjoy it. I ride for the brand, I sell the brand, so I think that's the ultimate thing for me, is I need to put people on orange, and I literally do that, which is a cool feeling. So yeah, I always say, cut me open, I bleed orange, because as I came out the womb, bam, I got stamped with KTM. So yeah, front we have Alan, Theo. I'd say these are the two that I interact with the most. And then yeah, in the back there we have Malcolm. He's head of workshop. I'd say him and I box the most, because we yeah, he gives me the most orders to do and the running around to do, and yeah, he likes to think he's my big boss. Alf sits here, my mom sits here, and then yeah, I think it's pretty cool family. We're a racing family, obviously, with Trey and myself, and yeah, my dad achieved massive, I've achieved quite a lot, and now Trey's on his way, and yeah, just some special things, like my mom's corner, we try and keep it tidy. She's not the best at keeping it tidy though, so sorry Mom, I'll throw you under the bus a bit. Workshop, the big boss himself, Alf. Just telling them how I craft.
Oh, you arrived at work?
Yeah, well, I was here at 8. I opened the shop today at 8. Yeah, you were cruising in town this morning doing deliveries.
Okay, I'm impressed. All right, okay. So what's the go? What's happening?
You tell me. I'm just waiting for my orders of the day.
Okay. Can you sell some bikes? That's
I'm
what
trying.
you have
I'm trying. Just come back from holiday, so trying.
Some smoke coming out of those shoes, boy.
I'd say the hardest thing is getting to work at 8 on time, and I live 50 meters away, but I always tell them that the traffic was hectic, so. But yeah, this is the house, the crib. Suppose I could do like MTV, welcome to my crib, hey? Yeah, I think I moved back from Europe in 2016 at the end of the year, and I was 19 years old, and no, 18, and I was living in the main house, and mom and dad, well, you know, every time I'd walk to the bathroom, walk to the kitchen, you know, Alf and I would pass each other in the hallway, bump shoulders, and then he said, "Hey boy, I think you need to move down to the bottom of the farm." So yeah, this was supposed to be an office for my gran and my aunt and my mom. It's quite a family business. My aunt is the accountant, and my gran at the time was, yeah, she did some paperwork and bookkeeping. But unfortunately she got really sick, and so they never came down here. And so this was here, but nothing inside. So yeah, I came home and I made it into my house. And it's I still go and eat at home though. I box clever. It gets charged to my monthly rent. I have to pay a bit extra for food money, and I get my washing done up there. So I box clever on that one. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, this is it. I think it's no secret about training. I love cycling. If I didn't race professionally, I would definitely try and be a professional cyclist. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, I love, as much as I love being on the bike for hours on end, I love riding a bicycle for hours on end, and the suffer of cycling. And yeah, I always say good thing I was better on a motorbike. These I'd say are my special trophies. Pretty much, yeah, first motocross win, 2005, 5th of Feb was in Queenstown on 50s, air-cooled back then. Giving my age away, make myself so old, but an air-cooled 50. In 2018, I made the switch from motocross to enduro and off-road, and in 2019, I was able to win the cross-country regional championship, the overall on a 250, so that was pretty cool. I don't think too many people have been able to do it on a small ball bike, so yeah. And always we say the KZN championship's one of the strongest for sure, so that was a good fight that year. And yeah, my first ever Roof Africa, second in the silver class. Couple OR3 wins from when I started with I think this was my third or fourth OR3 win that year, and I started that in 2018 with off-road, so the 250 class. My first enduro podium, my first enduro win is this one here. A couple KZN championships in motocross. Overall wins on the 250, that was always special to win an overall off-road on a 250. I think I did 3 or 4, yeah. So that was cool. And then yeah, obviously these are now the big ones with rally. This was Dakar, 3rd rookie, 2nd junior, 5th in Rally 2 that year. 25th overall after the fuel tank issue. So I would always like these. I always say to myself I'd like these to be higher, but that's rally racing. When I finished 3rd in the World Championship last year, I was 3rd in Rally 2 and I was 3rd junior. My Dakar finishing medal, unfortunately only 1 of 2 because the second one didn't work out too well. Stage win in Rally du Maroc 2022. I went to China and raced a rally there, and I managed to win it, so that's the champion award. Yeah, we didn't actually get a trophy from that, but a medal, so but strange. And then yeah, this obviously now from Argentina where I've just come. My first Rally 2 win, 2 stage wins, so that's a real special one for me now. And then yeah, Morocco, a couple, 3rd overall, 2nd overall, 2nd at Andalusia. A lot of seconds, so hopefully we start winning with the rallies now. We keep this momentum. You know, my bicycle tools, I like to think. Championship boards from the year. KTM always do something special from when I was on 50s in motocross. 85s, 125, and then yeah, now my off-road career. And then yeah, the bib numbers we always have with rally that go on the back, always keep one from each year, so I need to still put up from Argentina, and I've got one other one from Morocco last year that I still need to put up. And then this is always pretty cool. Obviously, you know, when friends and all that come over, I like to, you know, my friends, a lot of them race, but some of them don't. And just explaining a road book to them is always cool. And I have this from my first Dakar, stage 9. And yeah, it's quite a complicated piece. And I got a couple framed for some sponsors that helped me for the first one, and I had one spare, so I think it's nice. Helmets from each year. There's one helmet every year from 2011. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17, 18, 19. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I built the shelf only, I got it done for me, like 6 months ago, and I was like, oof, I need to actually get a longer one because you don't realize how many helmets you keep from the year. But yeah, some special stuff, and I think it's always cool. Like people come in here, and you know, it's some history to talk about. He's checking on the farm as we speak, or testing a bike, one of the two. I'm very lucky to be able to go into a family business that's you know, quite strong, and yeah, it's what I do. I love racing. I love motorbikes. You always, you know, like I come back from Argentina now, and I'm like, just ridden for 6 days in a row, 600, 700 Ks a day. I don't want to see a motorbike, but it'll get to Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll be like itching, I want to go ride, you know. So I think that's, you know, at the end of the day, that's the passion we share as the family, is one thing, and it's a motorbike. And yeah, I literally am in it day in and day out. I can say that.
Ganesa was a tough one for myself, both mentally and just physically. Racing was tough, extremely dusty. The conditions weren't ideal, but at the end of the day, they're not ideal for anyone. And unfortunately, on midway through lap 3, I had a crash going into, I can't even remember really, I think it was a right-hand turn, and I don't know exactly what happened in the moment, but I got up and just had this agonizing pain in my left thumb, and I got back on the bike, and initially I thought it was just, it had popped out, or it was just sprained or something like that, and just continued on riding. And by the end of that lap, I came into the pits and I said to the team that I thought I dislocated my thumb, and they were like, "Are you still able to ride?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And I went out for that lap, and then sort of thought to myself, and eventually I started feeling like my thumb was a little bit like, I don't know whether you can say like the bones were moving or something, and by that stage I realized that my thumb was broken, and that all those thoughts start running through your head, that you've thrown your season away, and you know, why now, why this, etc. But nevertheless, I said to myself that I was going to get to the checkered flag one way or the other, and just grit my teeth for the next 2.5 laps and just keep digging, and just put the pain in the back of your head and just kept digging and digging and digging. And eventually I got to a stage where I was going in turns and my hand was coming off the bars and just going down straights, and yeah, got to a point where I was like, is this really worth it? But at the end of the day, it's what we're passionate about, it's what we love, and there's so many people behind the scenes that invest so much in us that at the end of the day, it's about giving our best. And I think that's what I did on the day. And then it was, for me, to cross the finish line in Ganesa was an accomplishment for myself, because you know, it was a relief as well, not only an accomplishment, but it was a relief that the pain's over and we can assess what the situation is. Unfortunately, Ganesa was a double header.
It's about 6:30 Friday night after round 3 of our National Cross Country Championships. After today's great event with our riders, Brad was first in class, second overall. Kieran was first in class, third overall. Scotty Haygate had a bit of he started off great, but he had a bit of an accident and he's broken his thumb. And then Matthew Wilson had a splendid day, won his class. I'm not sure exactly on overall. So great day for us. So we've done, after the event, obviously it's a bit of I'd say a marathon event. It's 2 days of racing. Tomorrow's another round. So we have the bikes, we drain oil filters, new oil filters, new tyres, chains and stuff are all still the same. We put new brake pads in, bleed the brakes up. You know, we check as much as we can. You know, air filters are replaced, spokes. You know, run through the bike as much as we can, so that we, obviously, because you know we're not in a workshop environment back home where we have the luxury of all the things that we can. So yeah, we improvise and we make a plan here and there, and everybody gets stuck in. I mean, today Alfie was helping us, Matthew's dad was helping us. It was wonderful. So it was a great afternoon, great evening. We're getting close to completing, but yeah, soon we'll be done.
It was tough going to the race as it was a double header the following day in the sling, and watching the guys go out there and battle it out, and knowing that, you know, I could have been there racing with the guys, but nevertheless, we took it on the chin, and I was just kept saying to myself, we'll live to fight another day and we'll be back stronger than ever, and we'll keep fighting and keep going. And yeah, for me, that's kind of where the OR2 title got wrapped up in Ganesa. Congratulations to Davin Cocker on that title, truly deserved it.
As we rev our engines and prepare to close the throttle on this exhilarating journey, let's not forget that our next encounter with the brother leader Tread KTM cross-country team will be nothing short of epic. In the final installment of Beyond the Red Plate, we'll witness the crescendo of the season, the ultimate showdown, the last round, and the quest for championships. The dust will settle, and the roar of engines will echo through the final stretch as riders push themselves to the limits. Champions will be crowned, and the culmination of passion, skill, and sheer determination will paint the landscape with the colors of victory. So, gear up for the grand finale, where every twist and turn will write the last chapter of this gripping tale. Until then, keep the throttle twisted and the spirit of adventure alive. We'll see you at the finish line for the ultimate celebration of cross-country racing mastery. Ride on, champions, ride on.